Hey, what's going on, comic book familia? It's Ephraim, Passport Comics. It's been a while since I've done an unboxing, and this is a special unboxing. Let me backtrack a little bit before I show you the comic books that I got. So I had these graded by CGC originally, I believe, at San Diego Comic Con. I dropped them off, and I decided to crack them open and resubmit them to PSA. The main reason for the first one, I'll show you here, is Avengers #4. Unfortunately, it came back CGC restored graded. That means that restoration included a small amount of cover touch on cover, and all three edges were trimmed, which is true. I took a look at the book afterwards, and you can tell it was trimmed. So I decided, you know what the heck, I'm going to resubmit it to PSA, give them a try, see what they find with this book. The second one was Amazing Spider-Man #129. This one was okay. It was, came back a blue label. It was the first appearance of the Punisher, but I had never seen this before. It says conservation includes cover clean. Yes, I do clean my own comic books, and I do use a solution to clean some of them. And I've used them for other books, but they never came out with this cover clean remark on it. So I'm not sure, obviously I cleaned them, but they must have saw something on the book that showed that it was clean, because I've done quite a few books where I have cleaned them and it never came back with that notification of conservation includes cover clean. So I said, gosh, I'm going to submit these to PSA. I have never used PSA before, so I decided to use them. The process was very easy. Basically, I went online. I put down the books that I was going to get graded. That was really matter of fact. I got a QR code. I took them to LA Comic Con. I took it to their booth. They got the QR code, and I gave them the books, and that was basically it. They submitted it for me there. All the information was already pre-printed, so to speak. So I left it at LA Comic Con. It took over a month to get it back, and they asked me if I wanted to get it cleaned and pressed, but I do my own cleaning and pressing, so I said no. So I got this a couple of days ago from them. The packaging was really well done. It was nice and sturdy. Nothing loose inside the box. It was all perfectly packed. So here are the books. The first one is The Amazing Spider-Man #129. The previous grade, like I said, was a 5.0, and we'll see what the grade is on this one. Here it is. It also came back a 5.0. You can see the label, their label right here. And this case is sturdy as heck. If I can show you the edge of it right there. It is very sturdy, and it says there's no notification of cover clean. It came back the exact same grade. Amazing Spider-Man #129, first appearance of the Punisher and the Jackal. So that's the main reason. I wanted to check out PSA, but it came back the exact same grade. And this is a heck of a sturdy case. It's got a QR code in the back. I guess you can put your phone on there, and I'll show you some more information about it. But yeah, I'm glad it came back the same grade. No notification or no notice of cover was clean. So it came back, like I said, it came back the same grade. If you can feel this case, it is heavy. I've heard people have been able to crack this open. I don't think I ever will, but yeah. So I'm happy with the first one. Now the second one, it was the restored grade, and I'll show you the label from CGC again. I was bummed out that it came back a purple label, but I said, you know what the heck, I'm going to send it to PSA and just basically see if they catch it or not. So here it is. It came back a 3.5, and it says restored. See QR code for no. So that means that it was trimmed. So they caught it also, and it came back the exact same grade. There's no any type of purple label. It looks just like a regular label, but it came back the exact same grade. But they did catch it that it was trimmed and probably color restoration on there. So like I said, I am very happy with the case. It is sturdy and heavy as heck. Both books came back the exact same grade, and PSA did catch the restoration on the 3.5. I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't catch it. So that's one of the main reasons I sent it to PSA. And another one was just to compare them to see, if they were the same, catching, errors on a comic book as CGC, and they are. I know some people, would rather still go to CGC, and so would I, because when you resell, the value is higher. But I am more than happily satisfied with these two books that I got back from PSA right here. Show it to you one more time. Oops, let me get this. See if we can see them as best as possible. Right there. How's that one? How's that look for you guys? Yeah, more or less. You can see them right there. So yeah, if you have any questions about PSA, drop me a line. I'm on Instagram under passpoint_comics. And will I use PSA again? Yes, I will use it again because I like the sturdiness of their case. I mean, if you could just feel, like I said, how thick these cases are, it's incredible. Turnaround time wasn't bad. Packaging was top notch. So, if you have any questions, just let me know. But until next time, this is Efren at Passpoint Comics. If you like what you see, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. And I'll be back soon. Everybody be safe, take care. And like I always say, go out and buy a comic book and read it.